Okay, let's talk about where we're at today. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time working with my little Henrob 2000 cutting torch. This is a little thing right here that looks like a pistol. I'm trying to learn to use this well. I've seen and I know people who know how to use one of these well and do a really good job with it. And I cut off a bunch of stuff that was attached to this thing here. This was a trailer that someone had put a truck bed on top of and then put two sets of axles underneath it, and then turned it into a big trailer. And then someone else decided that it was not what they wanted, so they scrapped it out, and a guy that had it cut it half in two, so that when I got it I had a lot of piles of heavy metal that weren't very workable. But it had two axles. I took one set of axles and I built a throne or a chair that looked like a dragster rail job for a friend of mine who asked me to build an interesting chair out of a motorcycle seat. And the other set of axles I still got around here somewhere. This axle I got from somebody up in Maine. I think it was for a 37 Plymouth. It's a cool axle. I like the way it slants down in the middle. That's kind of cool. I basically have been saving this to use on something, and I actually spot welded it to this trailer just to give it a place. Well, for one thing, to be able to move around that big pile of metal that I had, and also to put this in a place where it would be usable and I would know where to find it in the future. So yesterday I cut off a bunch of stuff. I'm down to this because this has a big piece of iron that went from here to here, and I'm trying to cut it off. I want to cut that off. I want to cut this. I want to bring this part and this part together so that I make this a trailer that doesn't have this little gooseneck on it. So I'm just going to continue with that today, with cutting that. I sense that it would be easier to cut this if I could see the cut better. I've been using my welding helmet, which works pretty good, but it doesn't make it super easy to see. And I also bought these glasses off the internet, which were supposed to be specifically for using a cutting torch, and put them on yesterday and I wasn't thrilled with them, but maybe I'll put them back on today because I'm going to finish cutting off this big chunk of iron here, and then I'm going to cut this and bring these things together. But anyway, this is kind of what this whole video is about. It's about me trying to learn to use this cutting torch better. I've actually got two of these. I bought another one because I want to set one up on this small set of tanks that I have over here, which would be much more portable. And if I wanted to, say, go over to Bobby's house and work on his tractor, I could just take that with me instead of having to take this big set of tanks with me. I think that would be handy for a portable torch. But all of that is getting ahead of what I'm doing, and what I'm doing really is just trying to finish cutting this thing off. And I'm going to put my gloves on. I'm going to try my new little internet, little glasses I got from the internet, and we'll take it from there and see how it goes. I didn't bring a tripod out here, so we'll set you there where you can kind of watch. And I think I may try this without my glasses, without my regular seeing glasses. Give me a minute or two to fire up the tanks, and we'll take it from there. Now this torch is supposed to work on a very low pressure, so I was just adjusting my pressure down on my oxygen and my acetylene. It's supposed to work on about 4 pounds of pressure, which is not very much at all. So let's see if we can make something good happen here. I like doing this. I love. It's funny. I watched a man burn to death one time. I tried to save him and I couldn't. It made me really weird about fire for a long time. But at this point, I kind of like fire. I like messing with it. I've had a change of heart, I guess you could say, about how I feel about fire.
I will be the last to leave. I won't say a word, just let you breathe. I won't make a sound, I won't slow you down. I knew we were on borrowed time, just a passing streak, nothing you would keep. I fell into deep. And as far as at least how I remember, we were leaving in September, when red and gold paint the sky. And as far as well, maybe I'll pretend.
So I've just tried putting my regular glasses on, my reading glasses, with this darkening thing, and we'll see if that works. I still wasn't able to see.
Wish it never ended. I held on with all my might, still waiting on that last goodbye. See you standing by that door, watching.
I think it needs more gas. I turned the gas down, but I think it needs more.
As they fall once more, in the silence we made, I couldn't find the words to say. They linger in my mind. Oh, I wish to stay. Oh, I wish to stay. As far as at least how I remember, we were living in September, when red and gold paint the sky. And as far as
So I think what I realize is one of the problems is I can't see. Now these glasses go dark every time that something starts happening here, but that doesn't work for me. Those other glasses, the welder helmet glasses, are better. And I'm not sure what these would be good for, but they're not, I don't know. I don't think they're giving me what I want. It did work better when I turned the power, the amount of gas up. I was making a pretty good little cut here. I also felt this thing shift a little bit, so my pressure point is between this piece and this piece here. But it all gives me practice with and play with here. I'm going to get my welding helmet. Put these other glasses away. These are some of those things, you know, they pop up on Facebook and they say, oh, these are the glasses you need to use. Well, I don't know, not so much for me. They don't seem to be, making my cutting experience any more workable.